And we are live. Okay. For those of you who've been paying attention, here's what's going on. This comic right here, this is a reprint of Adventure Comics number 210. This is the very first appearance of Krypto the Superdog. Inside Krypto the Superdog is, inside this comic, is a chance for a golden ticket. Now, I happen to own a comic shop. This is the live stream for the multiverse, and we thought that a lot of people might want this book, and they might want a chance for this, um, and we may have overbought a little bit. So what that means is it's Sunday. Uh, this premiere is on Wednesday, so if nobody sees the ticket before Wednesday, it's a waste. So we just closed the shop, so we're closed for the day, and I thought it'd be fun to open all of these to see if we want a golden ticket. So that's what we're going to be doing here on camera. Now, the Superman movie comes out this week. Okay, here's the first one. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Sorry, you didn't win. All right, one chance down. Here we go. We're going to keep going. Superman opens this weekend. I'm super excited about it. My oldest daughter actually bought tickets for all of us, and she bought them for like kind of late. She bought them for like a full week from now, and I'm kind of thinking I want to go before that, but I feel bad if I do because she bought these with her own money. So who knows? Second one. Sorry, didn't win. So it'll remain a mystery. Like the ideal situation is I win a golden ticket here. I go to the premiere in Los Angeles. So I have a good excuse for going before my daughter's tickets, right? Like, why would I not go and watch this movie with James Gunn and his whole crew? And in fact, what's funny is of the characters there, I would be most interested in like meeting Nathan Fillion and James Gunn, and then oddly Jim Lee, who I imagine would be there as the editor of DC Comics. I would love to meet Jim Lee there, and so like the guy who plays Superman, I'm sure he's great. I don't know his work very well. I'm not a fan yet. I'm sure I will be after I see this movie. I'll be excited to see it. All right, man, not having much luck. You know what though? I'm sure they printed a crap ton of these, and there's only one golden ticket. Only one golden ticket in all these. I am cutting them open because I don't know. I just didn't want to manhandle the comics, even though they're for sale inside the bag. They're not supposed to be sold outside the bag. Just something in me says don't mess them up. Sorry, you didn't win, man. Inside this book is a complete. This is a complete reprint, with the exception of the golden ticket thing. It's a complete reprint. On the back, it has like all the cool ads they had back in the day. And the funny thing about this reprint is they kind of messed it up. They messed up the printing of one of the stories there's an Aquaman backup story, and as a result, all of these are actually not viable comics. Like, we're not supposed to be selling them as comics. We're getting replacements for all of these. Didn't win with this one. We're getting replacements for all of these copies, but what we've been doing is going ahead and selling them to people, and we will give anyone who's bought one of these books a free replacement when those come in. But we didn't want people to miss out on the chance to win the golden ticket. So we've been golden ticketing it up. Here we got a bunch of copies. I've made a couple of videos about this, man. This one's tight. This one's that last one was flopsy. This one, they like pulled all the air out of it before they sealed it. That's good. We'll let that come out. Sorry, you didn't win. Here we go. So far, no good. I have not won a golden ticket yet in these copies of Adventure Comics. Gosh, I don't know how many I've done. I should have been counting maybe. Um, but right here on the front cover, it tells you if you win or not. Sorry, you didn't win. Yeah, so you get to know if you won right away. And then you have a pretty fun comic to read. Turns out in the first appearance of Krypto, I'll just tell you what that's about while we do this. Turns out in the first appearance of Krypto, Krypto's a bit of a jerk. He's a naughty dog, gets in lots of trouble. And at the end, he runs off, and Superboy's like, "Good riddance." That dog's a mess. So, but he kind of misses him. He's like, "But maybe he'll come back one day. Maybe he'll come back." So there you go. Didn't win this one. Oh, it's making me sad. It's making me sad. There's a bunch of these to go through. Here we go. This is good shtick, right? You got to go through them all. Sorry, you didn't win. Man, did not win yet. Anyway, so Superboy and Krypto don't leave this comic together, and he doesn't go to live in the fortress. In fact, by the time this was written, I'm not sure the fortress was a thing yet. So sorry you didn't win. So the status quo that we see in the movie is not the status quo from this first meeting. Now, this is a Superboy comic. It's Adventure Comics number 210, but it's a Superboy in Smallville story. A little bit different story. Superboy's dad owns like a general store. Sorry, you didn't win. So Superboy's dad owns like a general store, and Clark Kent works there after hours. And if something goes awry, he bursts into action, but he has to go change clothes out of his shopkeeper clothes to do it. Some people were robbing the place, and he had to go switch his outfit out. Sorry, you didn't win. So he had to switch out his outfit in order to go and foil the bad guys. And while he was busy getting changed, Krypto was getting shot out by these dudes. And Superboy sort of witnessed him dodging these bullets. He thought he was dodging the bullets, or he thought the guys were bad shots, but Krypto was the bad guys thought they were bad shots, but Krypto was actually invulnerable. Sorry you didn't win. Man, this is it's not looking good for the home team here going through these. So it as they go on and play fetch and chase and all that stuff, Superboy notices that Krypto's doing some strange things, like he's fetching safes and fetching giant metal girders that he's dragging around everywhere. All sorts of stuff, get in trouble. Sorry you didn't win this one either. Man, not having a lot of luck on this one. I really did want to do this. Like, what happens? Like, what do I do if I do win this thing, right? It's, well, I know what I do. I drop what I'm doing. I go get a ticket, and I fly my rear end to Los Angeles on Wednesday. That's what I do. So we'll figure out what to do around here. I will jump on a plane at any point if you want to let me go to the Superman movie premiere. In fact, just about any movie premiere. If you want to help, if you want me to get out of the Dallas area and come see you in LA and go to your awesome movie premiere, I'm your guy. I am 100% there. Especially if Jim Lee's there, I would love to talk to him. He is my favorite artist, has been for a very long while. I love to look at his work. It's beautiful. I'm currently collecting Batman Hush. There's a Hush 2 sequel that he's putting out with one of my favorite writers of all time, a guy named Jeff Loeb. So Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee are on Hush 2 right now. And they're releasing it in these giant versions, 11 by 17. So Jim's artwork is beautiful, no matter how you cut it. And in that giant 11 by 17 artwork version, sorry, I didn't win. That 11 by 17 artwork version, it's extraordinary, really, really nice. So I love it. I have the first 3 issues in the large format. I don't have any others. Um, so if I were to go to the premiere, I might bring those giant comics with me. I don't know how I get them on and off the plane. That'd be a pain. But I might bring those with me to see if I can find Jim Lee, drag him to the movie premiere. Be like, I know this is a Superman deal, but can you sign this Batman thing for me because that's better. In fact, well, you know what? Jim Lee's cover art, I think it's Superman 204. I think that's it. Anyway, there's a iconic Superman cover that Jim Lee did. This is just my absolute favorite. So maybe I'll find that. Maybe that's a more appropriate thing to have him sign. But I would have him sign that at a premiere. I I mean, it's not looking good. I think I'm about halfway done with these, and I haven't won yet. Of course, like it's a one chance in I'm sure thousands, right? One out of thousands of chances to win this thing, and it's a very lucky thing. It would be a very lucky thing to do. So sorry you didn't win. You know what I feel like? I feel like those guys that open Pokemon decks. I feel like that's what I'm doing here. I'm opening or right now VFriends decks. I'm opening decks of VFriends in front of a camera, and no, that's not what I'm doing in real life. I'm opening copies of Adventure Comics number 210, and inside there's a chance to go to the premiere of the Superman movie, and I did not win with that chance. So here's what I have left. I have this many left to go. We've been, this is the home stretch. I'm not won yet. I'm hopeful. That I will get to go and do this. I'm sure that if I went, the dude that plays Superman would be mobbed. Like people are hanging on his every word and trying to hang out with him. But I think I would definitely look for James Gunn, who would also be mobbed, I'm sure. Nathan Fillion, I'm a big fan, and I would find that guy. And of course, we were just talking a few minutes ago about the great one, Jim Lee, and he is one of my all-time favorites. And I would love, love, love to meet that guy. So that would be cool. All right. So the backup stories that are in this book, we have, did I win the golden ticket? I did not win with this one. I've got a few more chances. Here we go. We're going to keep on opening these things up. So the backup stories inside, after they tell the story of Krypto, the backup stories go in and they tell all about, it's a... Aquaman. Did not win with that one. Sorry, you're a loser. You didn't win. You're a loser, but you have a chance at reading digital comics for free for a month if you want. So they're pitching DC Infinite inside this and offering a free comic. You know, it's weird. You know, as a local comic shop, it feels really weird to really push people to buy things that are introducing them to a digital format that bypasses you as a retailer. I'm not sure that's a smart thing to do, but this one also didn't win a golden ticket to the Superman premiere. For those of you who just joined the stream, there is inside one of the copies of Adventure Comics number 210, there's a golden ticket, and the golden ticket lets you into the Superman premiere that is coming up this coming Wednesday. So at the shop, we had, 50 or 60 of these things still available, and I decided to open them up. So that's what we're doing here. There we go. Mainly because if I won the golden ticket, I need time to book travel. I need to do all the things, and I'm confident there's a chance. In fact, I want to know who won the golden ticket. Like somebody needs to tell me who that golden ticket ultimately went to, so that I am sure that I believe that somebody won it. Because here I am, I'm getting a bunch of chances to go. Sorry, you didn't win. I've got a bunch of chances. I have high hopes they're starting to get dashed now that I'm down to just a few to open up. I must confess. Here's the pile of opened ones. This is the giant pile of opened copies. Here we are. Here's all the ones that we just opened. It's Adventure Comics number 210. Those are all opened, and then here's the pile that's left of unopened. So not very many left, right? And I just kind of want to see, is this the one? Is this the one? Did this do it? I don't know. Maybe. Sorry, you didn't win. Here we go. All right, while you're there, I'm not sure what good this does on a live stream because the live stream is so tenuous. It's only going to be here for a short time. But give a like, give a little heart emoji, give us some love over here. Sorry you didn't win. Okay, a few more to go. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one. I'm starting to feel like this is silly. Like I have no hope at all. I'm losing hope. Superman, you represent hope. You're supposed to be giving me hope. What's happening here? Sorry, you didn't win. Wow. I'm doing like 50 of these. My hopes are dashed 50 times in a row by the end of this live stream. So let's see how that goes. Here we go. Keep on going. Here we are. Sorry, you didn't win. Oi. Never give up. Never surrender. Superman would persevere through all this, right? He would be like, there's still hope. You still might win. You can still go. You might make it to the old premiere. Sorry, you didn't win. And I think that's true. I think that's 100% true. I think Superman would give me a chance. I think there is a chance that I could win it. If I don't win this, I definitely want to know who wins, for sure. All right. So characters in this movie that I'm looking forward to. We've got that one. Sorry, you didn't win. Character I'm looking forward to in this movie, definitely, of course, Superman. Krypto is going to be fun. I just look forward to seeing Krypto. I think Krypto is going to be the biggest star of the show, perhaps. Hawk Girl looks cool. They haven't shown a lot of her in the previews. Of course, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner is hilarious. So I love that. I love that he's in here. Sorry you didn't win on this one. So I definitely want to see our boy, Mr. Gardner, come up. See how he does. Let's see here. All right, start throwing some comments in there. I want to make sure that this is working here. There's a couple of you in here. All right, here we go. Up again. Didn't make it. Not there yet. Not giving up. Have not given up on this yet. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. There's 5 of these left. Sorry, you didn't win. I kind of feel like this might have been a fool's errand. But, it seems like, why wouldn't you do this? If I've got all these sitting here, the ticket would be wasted if I didn't look. Like, what if the ticket was in here the whole time? And Wednesday, when the premiere came and went, and I didn't do anything about it. I didn't look for the ticket. That would be a total waste, right? Of course it would. Yeah, it would. So, yeah, I, even though, I'm going to end up sitting here for 20, 25 minutes and not having a golden ticket. No, you know what? Don't lose hope. don't lose hope. Superman would say keep hope. So we'll keep hope. We'll have the big S. By the way, my shirt. Check out this shirt. This shirt is from Roosevelt's, and these are little Supermans in it. I'm all Supermaned up for this event. And Superman, these red lines are actually Superman's heat vision. So he's like looking this way and he's shooting heat vision down this way. He's going that way. How cool is that? That's like the coolest shirt I've ever seen. So I like that. This hat is also a nice find if you can find one. Sorry, didn't win. I would be remiss if I didn't say that we are the Multiverse. We're a local comic shop. You can see our comic wall behind me. It also goes down all the way down the full length of our building down here. So we've got a nice selection of comics. Probably, I think we may have the biggest selection or the largest comic wall in the Dallas area. I really do believe that we might. We're a pure comic store. We have a decent sized shop compared to others. There was one that felt like real tiny. Now, there's some that are giant, like Madness, but Madness is mostly games. You've got Gen X, who's a nice big store and really well run, good people. But I think we carry more comics than all of them, and we have a better selection of the actual comics than everybody for new releases and recent releases. So that's what you'll find on this entire comic wall. You can just come and peruse our wall all day. It's super cool. Sorry I didn't win. Here we are. Okay, last two. These are our last two chances to win. Let's see what happens here. 21 minutes into this thing. I've been opening plastic bags full of comics for 21 minutes straight. Sorry you didn't win. Okay, this is it. This is it. Do we need a drum roll? I think we need a drum roll. Drum roll for the last one. How crazy would it be if I open this thing up? There's a ticket. That would be insane, right? Here we go. Last one. Slow reveal. Really doesn't want to come out of plastic. Here we go. It's sort of like Grover in the monster at the end of this book. Like, don't turn the page. Like when I turn this page, my chances of a win will be over. All my chances, all my hopes of going to this premiere will be dashed after I turn this page. But right now, before I turn this page, I might still be going to the premiere. But after I turn this page, because this is my last chance, I've opened up like 49 of these. This is number 50. After I turn this page, I will no longer have a hope. So it's a little bit like Schrodinger's cat. Like in this state, I'm currently both going to the premiere and not going to the premiere simultaneously. But once I open this, I will be doing one or the other. So which is it? Now, there's a much more high likelihood that I won't be going to the premiere, but so you're saying there's a chance, and there's a chance right now. So, all right, here we go. You ready? It's last one, last page. Sorry you didn't win. All right. Okay. Well, gave it a shot. Thank you for watching this live stream. The mystery was maintained. I don't get to go. A little sad about that. My hopes are gone. The dreams have died. I don't get to meet James Gunn. I don't get to shake Nathan Fillion's hand. Wear my brown coat with him. I wouldn't do that. I'd be full Superman garb for the movie. I don't get to walk Krypto. I'm not sure Krypto's real, but whatever. I don't get to like rock up to Jim Lee at some premiere event with my 3 favorite books that he's ever drawn and just ask him to sign them. Not because I'm going to sell them or anything, but because I want them for my personal collection. That's why I get things signed. None of those things are going to happen now. So a little sad. I had hope and now I don't have hope. But you know what I do have hope for? have hope for some pretty good Superman books. Like, this is the summer of Superman. If you guys didn't know, DC Comics made this summer the summer of Superman, and it is line wide. It's so good. I'm having such a good time reading the stories. Both Action Comics and Superman are good. Even that whacked out Absolute Superman, I didn't like at first. It's sort of grown on me. Absolute Superman, I like that character. I like the power set on Absolute Superman. So that turned out to be pretty good when it was all said and done. We had a Summer of Superman special that came out. It's a big year. It's a big year for Superman. So I have high hopes for that. I get to see a Superman movie again. And, that's important because the last Superman movie sucked so bad. The Superman versus Batman. Seriously. We're going to fight because we both happen to be superheroes. Makes no sense. I hate that. I hate when they just randomly make superheroes fight when they meet. It's idiotic. But that's what they did. And then, oh, wait, your mom's name is Martha too? Oh, let's be friends, which is exactly what happened in that stupid movie. So, you can make Superman movies. Hopefully you'll make a good one. This one looks like it's going to be pretty good. If you make a dumb one, I will really ridicule you till the end of time because you're an idiot. And I got to tell you, the last guys that had the helm of Superman didn't know who Superman was. Not like Marvel people understood who Captain America is, right? They just didn't get it. I feel like James Gunn gets it. And I have such high hopes. I also have high hopes for a DC movie universe that kicks off with Superman. Like, if Superman is the foundation of this thing, that's pretty great. That's pretty great because that's really how DC Comics kicked off. Superman was the first superhero, right? So I feel way better about the world when it's done that way, when it's not sort of a Batman-centric dark tone, but it's a lighter, more hopeful, bright tone, which we can already tell from the previews that it's going to be. Superman's a little less powerful, I can tell, but we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, thank you for sticking with me. We are going to wrap up the live. I do not get to go to see this live premiere. This is the full stack that I opened. So look at that. Look how many of these we just opened together. That's a good number of comic books that we have here. These are all here at the shop. I was only supposed to sell these things sealed, so they will not be able to be sold at retail price anymore. I can probably clearance them out still, which is likely what I will end up doing. We will get replacements. There's a misprint here. I'll just wait for the replacement prints to come out, and that's what we'll put out for sale again. But there you have it. Look at that. Look at those. It's amazing. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.